For the next 20 seconds, listen carefully, because hiding in your home, inside your pockets, inside old jars, and inside forgotten drawers, there might be a coin so deceptively ordinary that you have walked past it 1,000 times. A coin you have spent, ignored, dropped, or forgotten. But what if I told you that this simple South African 50-cent coin, yes, the one everyone treats like useless change, has versions that collectors whisper about in fear and obsession? Versions so rare, so dangerously valuable, that private sales have pushed into the hundreds of thousands, and rare error strikes have been rumored to touch million-dollar offers. Today, prepare yourself, because after this video, you will never look at a 50-cent coin the same way again. The truth is shocking. The South African 50-cent coin is one of the most unpredictable pieces of currency ever minted in the country. It has gone through different metals, different minting systems, different designs, and, most importantly, different mistakes. And these mistakes are not jokes. They are the kind that turn an ordinary coin into a legendary treasure. Even expert collectors admit that the 50-cent coins hold some of the most bizarre and rare mint errors in South African numismatic history. Most people only know the modern 50-cent coin with the iconic Strelitzia flower, sharp, detailed, and instantly recognizable. But within different years, different batches, and different mint machines, chaos has happened. And that chaos is where million-dollar value is born. Collectors talk about the double strike errors, coins that were struck twice, creating a ghost image on the details. Others mention off-metal strikes where the coin was accidentally minted on a wrong blank, made from metal meant for a different denomination. These mistakes are extremely rare. Some people spend their whole lives hunting and still never see one. But the biggest shock comes from the transition years. Whenever the South African Mint changed designs, changed machinery, or changed metal composition, errors exploded. One such era produced the legendary 50-cent errors that are now hunted globally. Dealers claim that one extreme off-metal strike of a 50-cent coin was privately offered for amounts that reached the million-dollar whisper zone. The exact number is hidden, but the legend remains. This is why the 50-cent coin is terrifying in the collector world, because nobody knows which versions still exist, nobody knows how many were lost, and nobody knows how many are sitting in people's homes, completely unnoticed. Take a moment and think about that. That small orange-brown coin, that shiny steel coin, that older silver-looking one, any one of them could hold a minting flaw big enough to make you rich. A slight misalignment, a double rim, a blank planche on one side, a wrong metal core, a missing detail, a clipped edge. These are not small mistakes. They are money-making monsters. Collectors study every millimeter. They check the weight, the ring, the lettering, the shine, the angle, the rim thickness, the font shape, the spacing, everything. Because even the tiniest variation can mean the difference between pocket change and life-changing money. And the South African 50-cent coin has something else that makes it unique. Its age range is full of mystery. Some early versions had low mintages. Some mid-era versions had machine issues. Some modern versions had misaligned presses. In some years, the mint struggled with planche quality. These conditions created rare survivors. Coins that escaped into circulation unnoticed. Now imagine this. Millions of people across South Africa have touched these coins daily. They've used them for vending machines, public transport, snacks, donations, or they've buried them in old boxes. And among those millions lies the possibility of a rare, stunning, perfect error coin. The most terrifying part? Many have already passed through your hands. People throw away rare coins without knowing. They drop them, give them away, or spend them like nothing. Imagine the regret of spending a coin that could have paid for a car, or a house, or your entire future. That's exactly why collectors become obsessed. They know that hidden in circulation are coins worth thousands, tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, and in the most extreme cases, up to $1 million in private bidding battles. The beauty and danger of the 50-cent coin is its simplicity. It doesn't look rare. It doesn't look special. It doesn't look ancient. But rarity doesn't care about age. Value doesn't care about size. And the coin world doesn't follow normal rules. It follows secrets. The older 50-cent coins with the coat of arms carry secrets too. Some were struck with rotated dies. Others were struck with slight metal impurities. A few were struck on thicker planchets. And these mistakes, invisible to most people, are gold mines for collectors. Even the modern 50-cent coin can carry errors worth a fortune. Coins with missing parts of the flower. Coins with double dates. Coins with extra metal bumps called cuds. Coins where the metal colors do not match. Coins with faded edges or incomplete letters. Every mistake is a new jackpot. Think about how many coins have slipped through the mint unnoticed. How many bags went to banks. How many stores received them. How many people ignored them. The thought that $1 million coin could be sitting in a dusty kitchen jar right now is both exciting and terrifying. There are collectors who literally travel the world searching for rare South African errors. International dealers pay huge premiums to secure rare 50-cent coins, and when they find one, they never show it publicly. They hide it, secure it, and wait for its value to grow. The biggest deals happen secretly, behind closed curtains, between collectors who never want their names revealed. That's why right now, you might be richer than you think. Because somewhere in your home, a South African 50-cent coin might be the key to an unbelievable story, the key to a collector's dream. Maybe even the key to $1 million auction. All you have to do is check. Check every coin, every old jar, every forgotten drawer, every little stash, every bag of change, every hidden corner, because the line between worthless change and life-changing treasure is thin, almost invisible, but always real. And if you ever find an unusual 50-cent coin, don't clean it, don't scratch it, don't wash it, don't touch the surface. Keep it safe. Handle it carefully on the edges. Check it under light. Compare it with a normal coin. You might be holding something the world wants. And if you want more shocking discoveries, rare coin secrets, hidden treasures, and millionaire-level mysteries, then make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Your next coin hunt might change your destiny forever. Imagine holding a coin so ordinary, yet so dangerously rare that collectors secretly trade it for life-changing money. A coin you might have walked past, spent on a cold drink, or left forgotten in a drawer. But this same coin, this exact year, has been reported in private auctions for values so high you'll question everything you know about money. Today, you're about to discover how a simple South African 5 rand from 2006 became a silent millionaire maker, shocking collectors worldwide. And what I'm about to reveal in the next few minutes might make you check every coin you've ever touched, because one mistake could cost you millions. The South African 5 rand coins have always been interesting, but the 2006 version, it hides the kind of secrets that only the deepest collectors know about. People usually think valuable coins are always old, decades or centuries old. But modern coins like the 2006 5 rand have shocked experts with unexpected errors that instantly push their worth into insane territory. One tiny mint mistake, one microscopic difference, and suddenly the coin transforms from R5 to thousands of dollars, and in extremely rare cases, collectors whisper numbers that go deep into the 6-figure and even 7-figure range for ultra-rare error pieces. $1 million coins don't always come from museums. Sometimes they come from your pocket. The standard 2006 5 rand coin was produced with a bimetallic structure, a copper-nickel outer ring, and an aluminum-bronze center. It features the legendary GNU, South Africa's powerful wildebeest, charging forward at full force. But even though this design appears every year, the 2006 minting created a cluster of unusual pieces that specialists have been hunting for ever since. There are stories, never confirmed officially but known throughout the collector world, of specific error coins from 2006 selling in private collections for unbelievably high amounts. The kind of money that never appears publicly, the kind that is exchanged only between top-tier collectors. One of the most shocking possibilities is the off-metal strike. Imagine the center of the coin being struck on the wrong metal blank, silver-like, lighter or heavier than normal. These off-metal errors are so rare that they can skyrocket a 5 Rand coin into tens of thousands of dollars instantly. Another version includes double strikes, where the coin received 2 hits from the minting press, creating a dramatic shadow effect. These coins don't just look unusual, they are worth life-changing money. Real documented cases show collectors paying massive amounts for coins with double rims, off-center designs, or mismatched metals. People think they will never come across such coins. But the truth is, thousands of people in South Africa have already held them without knowing. Imagine the realization. Imagine finding out that the coin you spent at a petrol station last month was actually worth more than your car. That's exactly why 2006 5 Rand coins have become a lightning strike topic in the collector world. One rumor that shocked everyone was about a specific 2006 5 Rand error piece alleged to have been valued in a private deal for nearly $1 million. While the exact details remain hidden, the buzz shook the collector community. Experts say that if the coin contained a full off-metal core or a double rim misstrike, the price could indeed reach insane levels, especially if the coin is in mint, untouched condition. Errors this extreme are as rare as lightning hitting the same place twice. To understand why the 2006 coin is special, you need to know that only certain mints and certain years had production inconsistencies, and 2006 sits right in the era when the South African Mint was transitioning through mechanical upgrades. This period produced a small number of shockingly flawed pieces, not enough to catch public attention, but enough for die-hard collectors to spend years hunting. The difference between a normal 5 Rand coin and a rare $1 million one can be incredibly small. Most people don't know what to look for. That's why collectors check every millimeter: the rim thickness, the edges, the alignment between the 2 metals, the weight, the rotation, even the noise the coin makes when tapped. These details help identify errors that could multiply the coin's value thousands of times over. For example, if your 2006 5 Rand coin has a misaligned strike, where the center and the ring are slightly shifted, congratulations, you might already be holding a small treasure. If you notice the design looks stretched on one side, that's another error. If you see a double outline around the wildebeest or the letters, that could be a double strike, one of the most expensive errors on any modern South African coin. Another shocking detail: some 2006 coins were minted with the incorrect metal ratio, causing the center to appear darker or lighter than usual. These are among the rarest types. Collectors aggressively chase them because they almost never show up in circulation. And people who don't know this simply think their coin looks slightly different. They never guess that the difference could be worth a fortune. Imagine sitting with a small coin in your hand, realizing it could change your entire life. That's the power of rare coins. They hide in plain sight. They pass through millions of hands unnoticed, and then one day, someone pays millions for the right one. That's why 2006 5 Rand coins have become legendary. Even though most of them are normal, that tiny chance, just that slight possibility, that you might find the rare error, keeps collectors awake at night. The sound of the 5 Rand coin, the weight, the shine, everything matters. And the real jackpot comes if you find a coin that looks nothing like the rest. A center that pops out, a ring that looks too thin, letters that appear doubled, a rotated strike, or a two-tone error. These are the signs of a hidden millionaire coin. Even slight imperfections on modern coins can lead to shocking valuations. And because most people don't check their coins, the valuable ones remain undetected. Collectors say the most promising 2006 error is the mismatched metal core strike. Imagine a 5 Rand coin with a silver-looking center instead of the usual bronze. That's like discovering gold in your pocket. One coin like that can bring serious offers, not hundreds, not thousands, but real high-end six-figure numbers. And when such coins enter private auctions, they disappear instantly. No one talks publicly about who bought them or for how much. Only whispers remain. So today, as you finish this video, take a moment. Think about the coins you've touched, the money you've ignored, the small details you never cared to inspect. Because right now, in someone's pocket, in someone's drawer, maybe even in your home, there could be a coin worth a fortune. A coin from 2006 that looks simple but holds shocking power. Don't underestimate the smallest piece of metal. One tiny mint error could transform your life. Before you throw away any 5 Rand coin again, before you spend it without thinking, make sure you check. Your future might depend on it. If you want more rare coin secrets, shocking collector stories, and hidden treasures still circulating today, then make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Your next coin could make you a millionaire. For the next 20 seconds, forget every coin you've ever seen, because the coin you're about to learn about is so powerful, so dangerously valuable, that some collectors call it the smallest piece of gold that can destroy a bank account. Imagine holding a 110 Oz gold coin from 1983, so light, so tiny, that it can balance on the tip of your finger. And yet this same coin has shocked the world with private sales rumored to hit prices so insane, so unreal, that it challenges the meaning of wealth itself. Today, prepare yourself. Because the 1983 1/10 ounce gold Krugerrand is not just rare. It's a silent million-dollar monster hiding behind its size. The 1983 110 Oz gold Krugerrand stands at the intersection of history, scarcity, and raw gold value. Most people think that only full-ounce gold coins carry real power. But the truth is exactly the opposite. Sometimes the smaller the coin, the more explosive its value becomes. Why? Because smaller coins often had lower mintages, unrepeatable conditions, and unique errors that slipped through the cracks. And 1983 was a year that changed everything. It was a year when political tension, market instability, and restricted global gold trading created an environment where a tiny Krugerrand could become a giant in the world of collectors. The 1983 gold Krugerrand was struck at a time when the world questioned South Africa's gold exports. Many countries restricted imports, some banned them outright, and others purchased them secretly. This meant fewer coins left the country, and even fewer survived in mint, untouched condition. That scarcity is exactly why the 1983 110 Oz edition has exploded in prestige. Uncirculated examples, especially those in perfect, flawless state, have become legendary. Some collectors whisper that a flawless specimen paired with an extremely rare mint error strike has pushed private offers well beyond 6 figures. And rumors continue of a single piece that reached close to $1 million in a closed-door auction between 2 elite collectors. This is the frightening truth. The world of rare gold is not visible to the public. The biggest deals never appear online. They happen quietly, behind heavy doors, between people who already control more wealth than you can imagine. When a rare 1983 Krugerrand appears in top condition, it doesn't get listed. It gets hunted. Look closely at the design. On the obverse, Paul Kruger stares forward with timeless power. On the reverse, the sprinting springbok antelope glides across South Africa's plains. But what makes this 1983 version shocking isn't the design. It's the perfection and precision needed to make these coins uncirculated, and the devastating rarity of perfect survivors today. Uncirculated means untouched, unhandled, unblemished. One tiny scratch, one fingerprint, one mark, and the value collapses dramatically. That's why collectors pay extreme premiums for coins that look like they were frozen in time, untouched since 1983. But perfection isn't the only reason the 1983 1/10-ounce Krugerrand is feared and desired. There are whispers of mint strikes that appear slightly off-center, rumors of dies that press the gold at microscopic misalignments. A handful of coins show minor doubling on letters. These details may seem small, but in the high-end coin world, these flaws are the path to million-dollar madness, because error coins are accidental masterpieces, unrepeatable, unintentional, and worth more than pure gold. Collectors say that the 1983 minting era had unique stress in the machinery because of political disruptions and gold output fluctuations. That stress produced small variations that today create monstrous premiums. Imagine a 110 Oz coin whose raw gold value is a few $100s. But because of a tiny flaw, it becomes a treasure worth more than life savings. That is the insane reality of the 1983 Krugerrand. Gold always holds value. It always has. It survived wars, crashes, depressions, collapses. But rare gold? Rare gold is something else entirely. Rare gold laughs at markets, ignores inflation, and destroys financial logic. And the 1983 110 Oz Krugerrand belongs to this category. It's not just gold. It's a fragment of history frozen in time, a fragment that grows more valuable with every passing year. Consider how many people bought these coins in the 1980s and stored them carelessly. Some tossed them in drawers, some kept them in bags, some mixed them with other coins. Over 40 years later, almost none remain in true uncirculated condition. And this scarcity, this razor-thin survival rate, is the fuel behind the explosive value the coin carries today. That's why collectors have started calling it the golden ghost. Everyone knows it exists, but no one knows where the perfect ones are hiding. What makes this story even wilder is that many regular people still own these coins without understanding their worth. Some inherited them. Some received them as gifts. Some found them in old safes or forgotten boxes, and they think the coin is only worth its gold weight. They have no idea that a rare mint error or untouched, uncirculated state can multiply the value by thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands. One small coin, one unbelievable opportunity. Now imagine this. A perfect, flawless 1983 110 Oz Krugerrand with a recognized grading of MS-70, paired with a confirmed mint error. This hypothetical coin, if found, could easily trigger a bidding war between elite collectors. And yes, in such a scenario, the value could push toward $1 million. It sounds insane. It sounds impossible. But the coin world thrives on impossible stories. Tiny objects worth unimaginable sums, small pieces of metal that hold the power to change futures. This is why serious collectors search relentlessly. They look under magnification. They study edges, rims, fields, gloss, strike strength, and die alignment. They look for doubling on Krugerrand. They look for rim thickness differences, slight rotation, or metal flow lines that show unique striking pressure. One tiny sign, one microscopic detail, could turn the coin in your hand into a treasure worth more than a luxury home. That's the terrifying beauty of gold coin collecting. Wealth hides in the smallest corners, power hides in the tiniest artifacts. And the 1983 110 Oz gold Krugerrand has become one of the most shocking symbols of hidden fortune. So if you ever come across this coin, don't rush, don't sell it, don't clean it, don't even breathe on it. Handle it carefully. Inspect it. Protect it. Because you might be holding a piece of history worth far more than you imagine. You might be holding the exact coin collectors have been searching for since 1983. And the story doesn't end here. The rare coin world is full of secrets, full of treasures hiding in safes, cupboards, old collections, forgotten boxes, and dusty drawers. The difference between a normal coin and a millionaire-making coin is sometimes smaller than the width of a hair. If you want more powerful stories, more shocking coin facts, and more hidden treasures still circulating or locked away in private collections, then make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Your next discovery could change your destiny.